Every relationship goes through challenges, but when things start to feel stuck, when it seems like you're just going through the motions without that spark, it can be disheartening. Whether it's a romantic partnership, a friendship, or even a family relationship, it's easy to feel like all hope is lost. But here's the good news. It doesn't have to be the end. A struggling relationship doesn't mean it's beyond saving. It just means you need to make a conscious, intentional effort to bring things back to life. You need to put in the work, and if both people are committed, turning things around is entirely possible. So if you're wondering how you can turn around a struggling relationship and reignite that connection, let's start with step 10 and work our way down to the most important step to heal and nurture that bond. Number 10. Assess the situation. Honestly. Before you take any steps to improve the relationship, you need to take a step back and evaluate where things currently stand. This means looking at the issues without any filters, pretending, or ignoring the truth. Ask yourself, what is really going wrong? Don't let emotions cloud your judgment. Try to identify the root cause of the struggles. Is it a lack of communication? Unresolved past issues? Is there a lack of appreciation or affection? Are you both simply too busy with life to nurture the relationship? Take time to reflect on the challenges you're facing. Acknowledge them without fear or shame and without blaming each other. This is the first step toward finding real solutions and creating the foundation for improvement. Number 9. Rebuild communication. In any relationship, communication is key. But in a struggling relationship, communication may feel strained or completely non-existent. The first step to turn things around is to rebuild communication, open, honest, and non-judgmental communication. Start by making an effort to listen actively to each other. Listen with the intent to understand, not to respond. Give each other space to express feelings without interruption. You both need to feel heard and validated, and that begins with creating a safe space for vulnerable conversations. It's important to stop focusing on being right or winning an argument, and instead focus on truly hearing what the other person needs. If necessary, agree to have regular check-ins where you can talk about how you feel, what's working, and what needs improvement. Communication isn't just about talking, it's about really listening and being present. Number 8. Reconnect with kindness and respect. In the rush of everyday life, it's easy to take each other for granted. We forget the small gestures of kindness that help to strengthen relationships. If your relationship is struggling, reconnecting with kindness and respect is essential. This means treating each other with compassion, even in difficult moments. Stop using sarcasm, blame, or criticism, and instead, use affirming words. Show respect for each other's feelings, even if you disagree. If you're angry, find a way to express it without hurting the other person. Often, conflict arises from a lack of respect, and when both people feel respected, healing can begin. Start with small gestures like complimenting each other, expressing gratitude, and offering encouragement. These little acts of kindness can break down walls of resentment and help you both feel valued and loved again. Number 7. Take responsibility for your part. In any relationship, it's easy to point the finger and blame the other person. But if you want to turn things around, you need to take responsibility for your own actions and contributions to the struggles. Reflect on how your behavior might have contributed to the tension. Have you been neglectful, distant, or critical? Have you failed to communicate effectively? Maybe you've made assumptions or failed to show empathy when it was needed most. Own up to your mistakes and apologize genuinely. Acknowledge your role in the situation without excuses or defensiveness. Taking responsibility not only shows maturity and accountability, but it also encourages the other person to do the same. It creates an environment where both of you are working together to improve the relationship, instead of blaming each other for everything that went wrong. Number 6. Set clear, shared goals for the relationship. A relationship isn't just about being in the moment, it's about moving forward together, growing together. If you want to get your relationship back on track, setting clear, shared goals is crucial. Talk about your vision for the relationship. What do you both want from it? Do you want more quality time together? Do you want better communication or more intimacy? Are there shared dreams or long-term plans you both need to work towards? Set some specific, actionable goals. This helps create alignment and ensures you're both working towards the same outcome. It's easy to drift apart when there is no shared purpose or direction. But when you both know where you're heading and what you're working toward, it becomes easier to support one another and stay on track. Number 5, reignite the romance. When things start to feel stale, it's easy to forget why you fell in love or became close in the first place. But if you want to turn your relationship around, you need to reignite the romance. Now, this doesn't necessarily mean grand gestures or expensive gifts, though they can help. It means taking the time to reconnect emotionally and physically. Maybe it's through a surprise date, holding hands, spontaneous affection, or taking a break from your busy lives to really enjoy each other's company. Make sure you're still expressing love, even in simple ways. This could mean saying, "I love you" more often, planning a special outing, or doing something spontaneous that reminds you both of the early days of your relationship. Number 4, establish healthy boundaries. Boundaries are essential in any relationship. Without them, it's easy for resentments to build up and for your needs to be ignored. In a struggling relationship, it's time to re-establish healthy boundaries. This could mean having clear conversations about what is acceptable behavior and what is not. It might mean learning how to give each other space when needed, or knowing when it's time to speak up and set limits. Boundaries can include emotional needs, time spent together, or individual space to pursue personal interests. Healthy boundaries aren't about controlling the other person, they're about respecting each other's needs, making sure you both feel comfortable, and ensuring there's mutual respect. Number 3, focus on forgiveness. Holding on to past hurts is one of the most destructive things you can do in any relationship. If you want to turn things around, you need to focus on forgiveness. This doesn't mean forgetting or excusing hurtful behavior. It means deciding that you will not allow the past to control your future. Holding grudges and resentment only breeds negativity, and that negativity can create a toxic environment for both of you. Learn how to forgive each other genuinely. Talk openly about the pain you've experienced and offer forgiveness with the understanding that everyone makes mistakes. Let go of the past and choose to move forward with a clean slate. Number 2, cultivate trust. Trust is the foundation of any healthy relationship. Without it, no matter how much effort you put in, it will always feel fragile. If your relationship is struggling, cultivating trust again is a must. This takes time. Trust is built through consistency, honesty, and transparency. If trust has been broken, the first step is being open and honest about your feelings. No more secrets or half-truths. Be clear about your intentions and make sure your actions align with your words. If trust has been broken, it's essential to rebuild it step by step. Be patient with each other as you work towards creating a secure and supportive environment where both of you feel safe. Number 1, stay committed and keep trying. The most important step in turning around a struggling relationship is simply staying committed. It's easy to give up when things get tough, but it's the people who decide to keep trying that see real transformation. Commit to the relationship, commit to each other, and commit to doing the work every single day. Relationships require effort, constant effort. It's not about perfection, but about showing up, making the effort, and doing whatever it takes to make it work. When both partners are committed to turning things around, even the most difficult challenges become manageable. Commitment gives you both the strength to keep going when things feel tough, and it ensures that you never stop working toward a better future together. If your relationship is struggling, don't lose hope. With intentional effort, patience, and a willingness to grow together, you can turn things around. It all starts with recognizing that relationships take work, but that work is absolutely worth it. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more advice on relationships and personal growth. Leave a comment below to share your thoughts or experiences with turning around a struggling relationship. Remember, with effort and love, anything is possible.